Welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the Lenovo Legion Go S handheld gaming console for this year, 2024. It was just released a few weeks ago and we finally got it in-house. This is the first iteration of this particular handheld gaming device from Lenovo. I'm sure there's going to be other versions of it later in the year, and we'll get those as soon as they're available, and we'll do some contrast and compare and all that. There's going to be other manufacturers that are going to come out with their version of their handheld gaming console. I'm sure like Asus and also MSI, Nintendo possibly, and some others that I've reviewed in the past. But today, this is the one we have, the Lenovo Legion Go S handheld gaming device. We got this out on the Best Buy website for about $730 without tax. I want to go over just some specs. There's some stuff written on the box, and I want to go ahead and go over that real quick. It comes with an 8-inch WUXGA 1610 aspect ratio, 120 hertz panel. Comes with a 55.5 watt battery, Hall sensor joysticks, VRR, adjustable triggers for different kinds of gaming, different styles, one body, True Strike ergonomic controllers. This is the glacier white color. We'll take a look at that. And this also supports the 2242 and 2280 SSDs, the little shorties. I do recall seeing some specs on the side here. It also comes with an AMD Ryzen Z2 Go CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and then it comes with the integrated GPU. And I believe that's all it says here on the box itself. But I'll get all the specs and I'll put them in this video for your review. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it and take a first look, and let's get into it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unbox this gaming console from Lenovo. That is probably the power brick. Set that off to the side, and it looks like underneath here is all the instructions, propaganda. Okay, set this all off to the side here. Let's check out the paperwork real quick. Safety instructions in several different languages. All right. Thank you, Lenovo. Power. 65 watts. That is really nice and long cable. I wish the cable was braided, but they included the actual power cables attached to the power brick. That's great. All right, now for the gaming console. All right, comes with 1 year of Legion Ultimate support. Let's check that out. Okay, we're going to check out the chassis here. And the first thing I notice is the grips. They're very nice and form-fitting to my hand, and it has this nice little texture molded into the chassis for anti-slip. Not sure if you can hear that or not, but that is very nice. My hands fit pretty nicely around the edges here, so I like that a lot. Let's check out the joysticks here. Nice range of motion. They're not too stiff, but not too loose. They have good return. The ABXY, good travel. Nice clicking. Then you got some menu buttons here on both sides of the screen. Not sure exactly what all these do. We will figure it out once we boot this up. Like this, nice travel. And we'll check out the RB and the LB. Nice clicking. Okay, so the LT and the RT, this is interesting. On the back here, it has this locking mechanisms. They're sliders for both triggers. Now they go down further, and I think it's to lock them in position so you don't accidentally push them when trying to get these buttons right here. I've never had a problem with that, and I don't know if others have and they've complained, and so they decided to put these locking mechanisms on, but interesting. All right, we'll come back to the back here. All right, and then you got 2 upward facing speakers, and then this right here, I thought it was a fingerprint reader, this little square, but it's not. It's a trackpad, a really small trackpad. I'm a little leery of it, to be honest with you, because I don't think it's big enough, but I haven't tested it, so we'll do that when we boot this up. We'll start with the bottom here. You got a mini SD card slot for more storage. I think you can get up to 1 terabyte SD card for that. And then let's go to the back. And you got the Y2 and Y1 buttons. And then you got the air intake here. Keep this thing cool while playing games. All right, we'll go to the top here. You got some exhaust, and there is a fan in there. So you got some exhaust there to blow out hot air. Like I said, to keep this thing cool. You got 2 USB-C ports. You got a headphone jack. You have the 2 volume buttons here. And then you got a power button right there. I think that might be it. So let's power this guy on. Okay, it's all powered up here, and the first thing I want to check out is this tiny trackpad right here. Oh, and it buzzes. The whole thing vibrates when I touch the trackpad here and move the arrow across. And because it's so small, there's not a lot of range here that I can get to. Oh. Okay. And it's sensitive too. Boy, I really do not like that at all. I mean, it's a touch screen, so I can move that over. Move here, yes. And the touch screen is pretty responsive. All right. Well, I guess it's okay. Let's go to YouTube and see if we can check out the screen here. Okay, let's test the screen here with one of my favorite videos off of YouTube. And this is not a 4K screen, but it'll give us a little bit of a notion. Let's try to do this. There we go. All right, we're going to check out the sound here using one of my own YouTube videos. Seems the safest way to go. Gaming laptop. This comes with the 14-inch Full HD 144 Hz display, has an Intel Core i7 12700H processor, an RTX 3060 with 8 gigs, which is completely suitable for gaming, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then also the 512 gigabyte SSD. We're going to go ahead and unbox it. We're going to check out the chassis, the keyboard, the trackpad, and hopefully open it up and take a look at the internal. So that's not bad. It gets pretty decent sound. It sounded pretty good. Definitely that is my voice. It doesn't sound distorted or anyway. So good. Okay. Okay, let's check out some of the buttons on the side here. I think this is a settings button. Yeah. And it looks like there's a store here. You can purchase some games, and it looks like it's all games. So that's pretty cool. Let's go to library. I know what I have there. Let's go to settings. Okay, this is kind of what I'm looking for. So it talks about the fan here right now. It's at 1909 RPM. It talks about the temperature in Celsius, 51 Celsius right now. GPU, there's nothing going on there. We got a couple different options here that we can pick. So let's go to performance. Okay, so we got performance, power saving, we got some custom. Let's go to performance because I want to play some games. Let's go full speed. Yeah. All right, and then did you hear the fans kick in right then? Or fan controller. You can. Oh, okay. So you can do some button mapping, joystick-like colors. Okay. So we're going to set that to red. Yeah, I like that. And brightness too, I think. Yep. Go all the way up. Temperature went up. Full fan speeds here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump out of this. Not sure what that is. I'm guessing you could toggle between different screens with that. Still nothing with this one. Not sure. And this one. Oh, here we go. So that is so this is a shortcut to your options page where you can make changes on the fly. Yeah, okay. Okay, I like that. We're going to turn the volume up here. 6. And we're still on performance. All right. Well, let's jump into some gaming and testing. We're going to start out with 3D Mark, I think. And there is a game out there, and it's going to take a few seconds to come up. Okay, so we're going to run 3D Mark's Steel Nomad Lite. It's a benchmark for lightweight PCs, and that's basically what this is, a lightweight PC running Windows. So let's go ahead and run that. All right, and we will check out the score here in just a minute. So the score here for Steel Nomad Lite is 2083. It looks like our graphic test came out with a 15.43 FPS, which is actually pretty low. But for Battlefield 5, at 1440p, it would be about 30 plus FPS. And if we go to 1080p Ultra, that would be 60 plus FPS. What other games do they have here? Like a let's do Fortnite, very popular game. 1080p Ultra? Really? At 180 FPS? Why am I doubting that? Okay, so Fortnite 1440p Ultra, less than 30 FPS. I kind of doubt that previous score. All right, well, we're going to do a little more with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and maybe another game after that. So let's jump on that real quick. Okay, so we're going to run the in-game benchmarking tool in Shadows of the Tomb Raider on low. I want to see what kind of FPS score we get here. So this is on low, and right now we're getting around 43, 44 FPS. As we're running Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I'm taking a look at our settings here, and we're at, I think that's 49 Celsius on the GPU and 55 Celsius on the CPU right now. And fans are at full speed. You can hear that. Okay. The results. Frames rendered 6,207 and an average FPS 31. FPS, frames per second. And that was on low. So I'm running in-game benchmarking on Cyberpunk, and right now we're holding pretty steady at 30 to 33 FPS. And these settings are all on low. I made sure of that. I mean, it's running pretty decently. I mean, it's playable. But you couldn't go really any higher than low as far as the settings are concerned in-game, because you'd probably start seeing, just like you're seeing here, choppy. Okay, I'm playing a little Hogwarts Legacy, and this is on medium settings, and it's doing pretty good actually. Okay, so I got a couple things that I want to talk about. The first thing that kind of is irritating is this trackpad right here. It buzzes while you touch it, but it's really small and it's got an annoying buzz. I'm sure you could turn it off in the settings somewhere. I just haven't really looked for it. The screen is good. It gets nice and loud. Speakers are decent. I think the regulation of the heat is disbursement is pretty decent. I like the fact that you can change the color of the lights around the joysticks. I like I like the color of it, this glacier white. It gets pretty loud, the fans do, when on high settings, but that's to be expected. The scores on the different tests that we did, I think, should be higher because this is new this year. This feels like scores we probably would have gotten last year, but not necessarily this year. I just don't know what the upgrade was here as far as the performance. So I think that I would hold off on buying this, and I would wait for the new 2025 version of the Asus ROG Ally X. I know MSI is coming out with some new handhelds. I think they launched last year or the year before, but there's new hardware coming out. So Avaya has a new one that's out or is coming out. I haven't looked. I know a couple weeks ago it was coming out. So there's lots of options out there, and I truly believe that they're going to be coming out with a more robust version of this Lenovo Legion later on, probably in the next several months. I just think I would probably pass on this particular unit. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out. It helps out the channel. Gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. And for that, we appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.